Good morning. I'm going to look in all the wrong directions. I promise. At least once. Good morning. I'm just realizing that I want to talk about intrusive thoughts. It's something that I've been dealing with my whole life. I have had intrusive thoughts with my depression. It's really ugly, you know? Not to be in one's right mind or to be in control of one's mind. But I don't mean control in a harsh and controlling way. I mean, we're not in control of our minds, first of all. Nobody's in control of their minds. But there's stuff in our minds. We have some choices about what we put in it. Not very much choice. And then we have some choice about what we think about consciously. And it's so terrifying not to be in charge that human beings freak out and develop all kinds of delusions about being in charge. And then gradually life challenges those ideas. And for many of us, every single one of those ideas is going to be challenged at some point. And intrusive thoughts is one of those challenges. When I had postpartum depression, I used to see, like, with my aphantasia, I used to see things that could happen just before they might have happened. Their opportunity, the window would open and I would be like, oh, what if this happened? For instance, one that I remember was when my daughter was born and I would be carrying her while she was having colic, which is very stressful. And so the stress of her stress triggered my stress, and then the two of us were in a stress loop together. So I would pace around with holding her, thinking to myself consciously, at least she'll be held, which, you know, now I know she hated. She really, really hates to be held tightly, cannot stand it at all. Doesn't even like to be hugged. So she was like having colic and also enraged because I was stubbornly holding her when all she wanted was something different. But my intrusive thought, as I was stuck in that stress loop and developing a sympathetic kind of postpartum depression to my partner, once I walked past a big old-fashioned metal radiator in our hallway, and I saw, what if I dropped the baby and she smashed open and died on that radiator? And I saw it, right? So it's extremely upsetting and disturbing to receive these kinds of thoughts. Intrusive thoughts are hell. They're really awful. What I did, and I've had these kinds of thoughts like all throughout every bout of depression since I was 12. So what I've developed is that mindfulness practice that we've been reading about. And I didn't know it was good for intrusive thoughts at the time. And for me, it was really about finding, first of all, finding the edge, stopping the intrusive thought, shamatha, okay? And then finding the edge of my control. Where was my decision? Okay? While the vision is unfolding in your mind of the intrusive thought, there's no way to find the edge of control. Okay? The first thing to do is to settle down, stop the stress, and actually cut the thought in half. By externalizing my thought into a vision, I could treat it like an object and stop it where it was and not keep playing the video. I learned how to do that. Well, I also developed avoidance visually and stopped visualizing, which was like a little overreaction, maybe, right? And I'm overcoming that now. So once the stress is stopped and the thought is stopped, like I refuse to continue the movie, refuse to continue the sound, just stop. That's where the choice is. And it's a way of regaining control over your mind. And yeah, and then you can work with it. And yeah, I'm not really good at describing how to work with your mind. I just know how to stop things. So that's all I've got to teach you. That's all I have to say for today. Yeah, it was on my mind not because of my intrusive thoughts, because I'm okay with those right now. But somebody else was describing theirs to me, and I thought to myself, I know what that's like. That person is not alone. All right. And there's hope. There's always hope. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Wonderful as it can be. Try to suck in all the beautiful sunshine that's going to come, says the weather report. And enjoy a walk if you can. And look out the window and have a cup of tea. The little things make it better. I'll see you tomorrow.